Change yourself in order to change your life is my topic for today. And the reason I choose this topic is because I see many people thinks that everything happening is because outside of their world, not inside. And I will prove to you today that everything what you are facing today is actually because you. If you want to change your life, you need to change yourself. Before I start this topic, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Wisal Sukari, and I'm the owner of SUA company, business development and mentorship. And I love to help entrepreneurs, business owners to expand as well, to shift their mind and to become living a better, happier life. This is my vision. And as well, for the people who are looking to start their online business, their entrepreneurship journey, I would like also to help them. For this reason, I will create in the next 2 months, I think, no, 1 month, next month, I will create a new club or new group for entrepreneurs to help each other. It will be a group where you can get a support from many professionals with working with me with this project. You will get support in many fields like your health, your relationship will become better, and also your finance. We will speak a lot about the mind because I'm a person who believes that the mind, the energy, and the feelings are the three things which I focus on when I speak with people, when I mentor them. I'm the creator of mentorship program called Succeed Otherwise. I used it in 2023. I had a group mentorship program that time, and I decided to focus on the entrepreneurs, business owners, for the reason they don't feel themselves alone, because I know this journey is very lonely, and we need to collaborate with each other to lift each other in many ways. So this is my new project for the entrepreneurs, and for the people who wants to start their own business. I will have created also a new platform which is for beginners or the people who are curious how to start it. So for today, I said that the changing is a must for human beings, and I see many people who are working on a lot of things in their life, but they don't change or they don't work on themselves. You can work on your career, you can work on your finance, but you need also to work on yourself. Many people are complaining about the situation they are in nowadays, and they are blaming other people, they are blaming politics, they are blaming the economy. Everything is outside blaming and complaining and all this stuff. And I know it's easier to put the problematic on somebody else, but also we need to be responsible and say that this is our like responsibility as a human being, as adults. And this is what I will share with you today is actually my story. And my story come back in 2022 when I realized that I need the change. Somebody said that people change when they are pushed to change, because if you see the results around you and you are not satisfied, you need to start within yourself. This is step number one. And that's what I did it, because in 2022, everything in my life was like crashing. You know that when something starts to crash, everything else will start to crash as well. And we start with my business. It was 7 years of business online. Suddenly, then it was also my personal things, my friendships, my everything. Okay, even my health was going down, and I didn't know what I have problematic with my gastric problem. But then I realized that it is because of my mind. For this reason, I'm very very focused on the mind, energy and physics is connected together. It's like psychosomatics. So after realizing that, I said, okay, God, I need to change. So I start more to go through something called mind shifting. And I believe in mind shifting. Mind shifting is something very important to know what it is different than mindset. Mind shifting is shifting your mind to start like thinking in a good way, in good manners, in a normal manners, which is shifting, like shifting your energy. And I started to realize that after like 6 months, I started to realize some changes in my life, because I started to work on myself, and I stopped blaming other people. I stopped blaming, I didn't actually blame the politics, because I was in the online business, so I had this mindset. But it wasn't enough actually to have a change in my results. So the first step, what I did is I decide. And many people, no, before deciding is I admit. It is very important. I admit that this is something, what's happened to me is actually pushing me to change because it is because of me. I was like seeing the things, but I was like blinding. I was seeing the thing and said, no, I don't see anything, you know, I am blind, it's okay. So it was the first step to admit that I make mistakes. And the second step is to make a decision. So I decided to change and I decided to go to the journey. I go through hypnotherapy. I go also through the mind shifting coaching. I become coach with mind shifting. I have a certification for myself. I use it for myself, this technique. As well, I go also some therapeutic meditation, all the stuff. So everything was focusing on my mind, on my energy and my emotions. And I need to heal some stuff, which was blockage and past trauma. So in the hypnotherapy, I was going back when I was 7 years old. So it was very great experience. And I advise a lot of people, I think many people who are watching this video should go and have a therapist. I'm telling you, like everybody, 50%, 70% of the population need therapy because they have a past trauma unhealed. They don't work on themselves and they are like surprising why everything is like blocked, why it's not working. And if I am talking to business owners, actually business owners don't work on they work on their finance, but they don't work actually on their like mind. They don't work about energy. They can have a physical activity, but the mental activity is actually not there. They have a depression. They have like some addictions. So they don't work on that. So this is like, and then they said, okay, what's happened to my life? Why is something happening in my mental health? Why I'm not happy? Why is my relationships is growing? Because you don't work on yourself and you don't change yourself. So I go through this step. I admit it, I decide to do it, and I start to do something. This is the third step. Admit it, decide to do it if you don't like what you have in your life, and start to do some steps. And I go through meditation and I created this mentorship program, Succeed Otherwise, for this reason. And what I was learning, I was giving back to these people in 2023. And what I want to tell you is that after going through these changes, after 6 months, I see some changes. And I realized that the people, there are 3 reasons why people don't want to change. And I will give you these three reasons. Number 1 reason, I don't know if you are one of them, you can comment. Number 1, because change is difficult, and especially for the adults. It's difficult because it will take your time. It needs from you time, energy, and focus. You don't need to be changing yourself or changing your habits, because we are talking about habits here very, very often. But you need to have some step-by-step to change your habits. So it's difficult, so people don't want to do it. Number 2 is people, sorry, they think they don't need change. And this is a very dangerous one, because a lot of people think that they are perfect and they don't need to work on themselves and they don't need to change. Or the other possibility of they don't feel changing, or they don't need the change, because everybody have mistakes, and I think everyone should work on themselves as personal development every day. But the other thing that some people don't see it, and this is dangerous one. Sometimes they don't want, and sometimes they don't see it. If you don't tell them that you need actually to change your lives, they don't see it. And number 3 is the worst case scenario is people are afraid, the fear to looking in the mirror and admit that you have fears. They are fearing of facing themselves in order to change it, because you need to face it. You need to look at the mirror and tell yourself about yourself the things which you don't like. So it's going deep in your like how to say, injuries or insecurities what you have inside to you. So people are fearing to face themselves. This is what I realized in the last 1.5 years now. When I speak to people, they are afraid. But if you don't admit it and you don't decide unfortunately, you cannot change it. You cannot change what you have facing. You cannot change anything in your life if you don't change yourself. Yeah, so this is like the reason why I give you also the steps to admit it, to work on it, admit it, decide it, and start to put the steps. And one of the steps is you need to have changing in the habits. You need to implement, to say goodbye to how to say, to old habits, and start to welcome new habits, like small ones, and start to implement other things. And one of the things which I find in the change is to see your surroundings. And this is something I I admit I'm a person very easygoing with people. So I was a person who are welcoming a lot of people into my life, very close to me. Yes, I speak to anyone. I can have a talk with everyone nowadays. But I have a very few people I can bring close to my chest. This is now the shift. This is the other thing. So when I speak with people, I respect them, I speak to them, but not everyone is very close to me. So because many people think that I am very extrovert, and I'm also very good in connections. I have a big network, but it's not too close, like how to say, to me. So my internal world or my private life is very private. This is also another thing which I shift, which I change. So the thing is to be careful about the people you are like surrounding yourself with in order to change your life, because it's very important, actually, one, because sometimes there are people who are very toxic, who are around you. There are people who are jealous of you. There are people who are envy of you, people who are complaining all the time. And if you are surrounding yourself with this negative energy, actually, you will become like them, because the negative energy is more aggressive than the positive one, unfortunately. You can, I said to people, I sometimes I limit myself from these people, or distance myself from the people who are negative. I say to them, I am a person who is also this is another change, that I start to speak up my mind immediately. I don't wait. As I was like afraid to speak up, so I don't lose the people. I'm not afraid to lose people, actually, or lose anything in my life, because I said, okay, if it's meant to be for me, it will be for me. If not, it's okay. But I speak my mind respectfully. I speak my mind. And if there are no change, I distance myself, or sometimes I need to cut these people from my life, because it will be affecting you. So if maybe this is the first step you can do, that you can see what kind of energy and what kind of people are you surrounding yourself. Because this is the thing, if you have a goal in your life, and you want to meet the goal, for example, financial goal, you need to be surrounding yourself with people who already have this goal. If you want to make millions of dollars, you need to be surrounding yourself with people who are making millions of dollars. You cannot be surrounding yourself all the time as the people who are like less than you, because you cannot learn from them. Okay, for this reason, I said to people, don't be, why you are envy and jealousy of people who are better than you. I want to be around them because I want to learn from them. For example, the financial thing. And if you want to be in a healthy relationship, you cannot be around people who are having toxic relationships, or people who are cheating or lying. So everything what you want, actually, you need to be careful to choose the people who are around you in order to have your goals. And this is something also I needed to shift it many times in my life. This has helped me a lot, because now the kind of people who I have, and I ask God for this, I'm a spiritual person, that I need people who are actually who are very having great character, and they are and have status together. So I am attracting now the good character and the status. But if I want to choose between character and status, I will be choosing the character, because the character is very important for me, because it's long-term thing. But now I'm attracting, thanks God for these two together. And I'm learning from people. And the most important thing I did it 2 months ago is actually to and to say to God, send me my path. I'm ready for the path. And this is what you need to know, that sometimes if you are facing a lot of problems or everything is shutting down, you need to know that you are in the right way, because God wants to give away all the things what you don't need and prepare you to the things you actually meant to be in your life. And it was very, very strong transformation for me in the last 2 months, actually. And I'm happy that I'm on this path now, and I'm meeting great people, and I'm meeting the people who are on the same level spiritually, on the same level of the personal development, who has a heart in the right place, and also the mind and the status and also the character, and they have a vision, and they have also how to say, they know what they are going and what they are doing. And this is what I am doing here. So this is what I wanted to tell you today. So if you are not happy with your life, if you want me to help you and to actually to show you something where to go, and to analyze your mind, because I work on mind a lot. If you are not doing the meditation, if you are not doing any kind, you never been on any mind shifting. By the way, I will be having in these groups psychologists. She can help you with therapy. I send a lot of people to therapy, by the way. I am living here in Czech Republic, and I think many people need therapy. And she will be helping me in these groups, because she can help people with their stuff. And once you heal yourself, and once you have the therapy, and you face your old trauma, past trauma, believe me, everything will change to you, and everything, and you will become more stronger. You will become like on the earth, like no fears, nothing. So this is what I want to share with you today. I hope this topic you like, and next time, of course, I will be talking more time about the shifting, the changing, and how to become a better person. Okay, even if you are entrepreneur or business owners, you need to work on yourself and your mental health, and also spiritual health, especially. I'm very spiritual. So looking forward, and if you want to sign up if you are interested to be in the club of the entrepreneurs or the future entrepreneurs, let me know in the comment. You can send me a direct message on my LinkedIn or my business WhatsApp if you see it under this video. I will put you on the waiting list. I'm preparing now the platforms, working on it. It will be in 2 languages, and I'm excited to do this, because we can elevate the entrepreneurship in a good way. So have a nice week, and see you next week. Bye-bye.